Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Jacqs Scraps. Thanks for joining me today for a little bit of holiday cheer. I have a fun freebie for you for all of your support that you have given me throughout this year. Even when I haven't always been present, I have truly, truly appreciated you being there. So what I've done is created a little mini book. It's Blue Christmas mini book, and it is a freebie for you. And just to say thanks and happy holidays. I will have a link for this down in the description box below. It is a PDF and it looks like this here on the screen. And I'm really excited to create this with you. And before we get started, I wanted to mention that Country Craft Creations is once again holding their New Year's Eve crop event. And this year, the theme is Disco Crop at the Rink. And it's going to be fun, fun, fun. I hope you will join us. It is free. And we have a new platform that we're using for the teaching component, which makes it so much easier than using Facebook to find all of the videos for the projects. But there is a private Facebook group to join so that you can get all the details. And we do that just to protect our community from those undesirables. Unfortunately, that is the nature of the world, right? So we want to have a safe community for everyone to craft and enjoy themselves. So if you need something to do on New Year's Eve and crafting is your jam, then join me, Country Craft Creations, and 4 other designers for Disco Crop at the Rink. Now, a lot of you like the little mini book that I created with the Cowgirl Way collection that I made for Country Craft Creations, and that's why I selected this as a freebie for you. A lot of you loved the little mini book and wanted to create one. So what I've done here is I've taken the PDF, I've printed it out, and I printed it out on 40-pound weight cardstock. And this weight is perfect. It's like a chef's kiss. It's not too much cardstock and it's not real flimsy paper. It is right in between and it is perfect. As my machine gets older, I found that it's harder for it to accept 65-pound weight cardstock. So the 40-pound weight that I used from HP was perfect. So if you are lucky enough to come across that, I say snag it. It's a good one. So I printed it out on that paper, and then I actually just cut it out by hand. A lot of these are easy to cut out, and to use my scan and cut, it was probably more effort than I wanted to give at that moment. Although this will work in a scan and cut as well. Now, to use a Cricut design space to cut this out, it doesn't work so well because once you remove the white background, it shrinks the image. And of course, we already know that when you upload an image to Cricut, it already shrinks it to begin with. So it just doesn't work. I would recommend hand cutting or using your scan and cut. So that's what I did. I went ahead and hand cut this. The only real problem I had was with the word sentiments. I did include a border around them, and quite frankly, I just ended up cutting that border off. These are so small, it's hard to pick them up. I just cut close to it and cut them off, but you can leave that border on there if you like. These little images weren't hard at all to cut out. Now I might still cut out the center for my little wreath, and then we have 4 tags, a belly band, and I included a little paper, like a little decorative paper, like you could write a little message to Santa or to someone. And there are 4 little pockets. Now, I just cut these straight across because I wanted to show you that you could just use your paper punch to go back in and punch out that little white piece right there. And then now you have your little pocket. Easy peasy. These make great little dangles for gift packaging, and that's why I wanted to make sure I got this out to you in time. I know, probably could have done it sooner. There's so much that's been going on in my world, and I'm really, really trying hard to figure it out, and I plan to make some changes in the new year. I need more crafting time. So I'm going to make that a high priority. But anyways, So those are all fixed. Now let's go ahead and start putting this together. So I'm going to kind of scooch these all to the side here, and we're going to work only on the pages. So the one that has 4 little sections, this is the cover. These are your pages. Page 1 has a little tab here on the left-hand side. The middle has no tabs. And then the last part has a tab on the right side. Those tabs will become hinges once we accordion fold all of these together. The first thing we're going to do is to score and make these easier to fold, and it will give it a nice crisp fold. So as you can see, I tried to include like this invisible line that I used with the images. That's where you need to score. And you'll see that on these as well. I made sure that there was variation in the colors of each of these blocks, and then it kind of just gives you this invisible line. Not so invisible, but it's going to be on the seam and you're not going to see it once it's folded. So I'm going to put this in my little scoreboard here and score right where those lines are. Score on the either side of the spine, but don't score the spine itself. Okay, and then we can just fold back on these and burnish. Make sure everything gets squared. Now for the spine, I scored on each side. Normally, I like to just wrap this around and kind of have a rounded type of spine. But this time I am going to fold on the score lines that I made because I have this really pretty spine design. I'm going to create like a squared off book. So it would look more like this instead of rounded. Okay, look how pretty that is. Look how cute. Now, for some reason, I must have cut this differently, but this side seems very long. Both of them need just a slight shaving. So I'm going to let's see. That's slightly better. I should really use my machine because I'm a terrible cutter when it comes to trying to cut straight. Now what you want is, okay, here's my, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fold this back so you can see my score line. When you fold over the end, if your piece is going over the score line, you want to give it a little trim because you don't want it to be like this one where it actually covers my score line. See that? Look how much it's going over it. So what I need to do is to trim that. I'm going to do that a little bit more. And then now it doesn't go over it. This way it will fold easier, okay? Hope that makes sense. Now don't glue anything together. We're going to set this aside. If you wanted to ink the inside of this, you certainly could do that. Now I'm going to work on the first strip, and I'm going to, again, line up these lines and score. For my little tab here, I'm going to score that area as well. And then it actually becomes a hinge, right? Now that we've scored on the outsides of our blocks, we need to score down the center of the bigger blocks because these get folded to make our little pages. Now on here, you can see that there's a very faint line here and here, and that will help you to know where to score. Another way to do it is the pinch method, which I like to do, and that's just to fold it over, match it up to the score line, give a little pinch up here at the top, and you'll have the center of this little block. So if you're not seeing the line, that will help you. But I can see the line. So I'm just going to go ahead and score. And then fold and burnish. Again, I'm going in both directions just to make it easier. So now, see, now it goes like this, right? We're already getting some of our pages. This is going to be so cute. For the middle section, you're going to score in the center of one big block, at the end of one big block, the center, the end, the center. Here again, you can see a very faint line that will help you know when to score. And if you're not seeing them, there's one here, it's very faint. Again, you could do the pinch method. Fold it together, just a little bit of a pinch up at the top, and then that will give you where to score. I made them faint so that they don't show out, you know, so that they're not very prominent in the design. And then now we're going to fold and burnish. And here again, look at our little pages coming together. All right, for our last little strip, there again is a very faint line here, here. Going to score down the center here, here, and again we're making another little tab and score there. This one is very faint. I think I am going to go ahead and do a pinch, and on this one just because. Now all of our printers are different, so you may see it more than others. and then fold and burnish. There we have all of our pages together. We're going to take our first strip with the hinge on the left-hand side, and we are going to be gluing our pages back to back like an accordion fold, like I've been showing. We're going to turn this over. You could mark like every other one if you wanted. Ew, that's gross. I must not have had a stainless steel pin in there. That's what makes your glue look grody. That's gross. Okay, that's your little infomercial for today. It's not that the glue won't work, it just looks gross. All right. Now, I wouldn't glue all the way to the edge because you want there to be some give in this. Okay, so we have one section glued together. Now, the things that I look for when I'm doing this is when I'm folding these, I want to make sure that my ends are all pretty even, and like one's not way down here and the other one's up here. You know, you can, even though we're scoring these, if you find that when you fold this, oh look, that one looks good. These are all about the same height, then that's great. Let's check this one. Now on this one looks just slightly under, if you can see that here, just slightly under. So I might do some adjusting so that these all are the same height. But that's something that I look for. Okay, so we have this one here. We're going to add adhesive to it. Again, I kind of just put my little glue here in the middle. We're going to take the middle section, the last block, and we're going to line these up together. Okay. Now we can again take this, and if you need to, mark X's where you're going to put your glue, or just do every other one, whichever is easier. Now this is my first real fold, and I'm making sure that these are still all about the same height, and they are. If you think they feel like they're uneven, just push it down on the table to help keep it straight when you fold everything over. You can always burnish it to get it in the direction you need it to be. Okay, now we're on the last one here. I'm going to burnish all these down. Add my adhesive. Going to take our last strip with our little hinge on the right hand side. I'm going to take the very last one and line these up together. I would check both sides to make sure that they're lined up. Looks good. Looks good on the end. Give it a little burnish. And then we're going to add adhesive here and here. Do not add adhesive yet to the little hinge. Now we can decorate. You could go ahead and put this all together and then decorate, but actually I found it's easier to decorate this before you put the cover on it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I didn't really have any ideas of how I was going to decorate. Or let's see, what are we going to do on the cover? Well, I hate to take away from the cover. It's just so cute. Okay. Now this might be cute here. Yeah, that would be cute there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that. Really, you can decorate this however you want. If you don't want to decorate it with any of these elements, then you don't have to. Make it however you want it. We could do a belly band here. With one of the tags. That would be cute. Or you could even put the little piece of paper in there. Or we could put a pocket. I think I like the belly band. So for the belly band, this is larger than you need, but I wanted to make sure that you had enough. So I'm just going to add adhesive to one end and attach it down. And then I'll go and attach the bottom. Then this way I can just snip off what we don't need. Okay. It's so fun to decorate these. Oh, can't do that one, it's too big. We have that little reef. Oh. Ooh, the little reef. Would that work on there? Nope, it's too big. I should have made the deer a little tinier, and then it would look really cute there. Oh, Santa looks cute there. Let's put him there. Really have no idea where I'm putting these. I didn't have any pre-set ideas of where to put my little ephemera. Oh, that's cute. It's like, come on into the party, pal. So I just watched, speaking of that, and if you know, you know, I just watched Die Hard, the first movie. There's always a debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? And I say it is. I always watch it at Christmas time. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, because that's hilarious. Okay. And these guys are so cute. Let's see. Oh, could just do It's Cold Outside. Too big. Too big. Could put a little mailbox back there. These guys are so cute. And then on the back. Okay, we got lots left. Could put the mailbox here. That really gives some dimension, adding the mailbox there. I don't know, I think I like that. Yeah, gives a nice dimension. It's like he's standing off behind the mailbox, guarding the homes. Okay, I'm going through this again to see if I want to add anything. Oh yeah, we could do something here. Could add one of the little pockets. That would be cute. It does cover up the background, but that's okay. Can even put a little snow globe. Well, that's cute. Shall we do that? Or leave the scene? Will the wreath work anywhere? Nope. Let's see. For the insides of our cover, we could put the pockets there. Which ones do I want to use? Probably the blue ones, I guess. So I'm going to open this up and come back to that. And go ahead and put these down. Now the key is to not use a lot of glue. Just a sliver of glue. If you use too much, then your elements won't fit in there really good. Let's see, I'm going to put this little tag in here. Oh yeah, that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. And like I said, you don't have to use all of the ephemera pieces. Kind of put these at the same height. I don't know why. It's not like you're going to be able to see them side by side. And we'll put this one back here. Cute. Okay, so now our cover is decorated. So I'll be able to add like little twine or even ribbon later on. And let's get back to this. Yeah, that's cute. I wanted to do something here. I'm really kind of liking this right here. So I think I'm going to do it. And I think I'm only going to glue down the bottom part in case I want to tuck something behind it. Yeah, I think that's cute. You could put the sentiment back here. Actually, we could have probably put the sentiment here. We could still do that. And we have our little pocket in the back. Options, options. You could add your little piece of paper back there. All kinds of fun stuff. Ooh, you know what? We could put this right here. Yes, I love it. Then we have a nice little decorated tuck spot for our little tag. Cute, 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 cute. Let's see. We could have that hanging. So cute. For the paper, I'm going to fold it in half. And I think I'm going to tuck it behind my little globe. Cute. We could put the deer there. I think it looks a little funny because the perspective is different. Okay. So my phone died. So what I did was I went ahead and did a little more decorating, and I'll just show you all of that at the end. At this point, we're ready to take our book block, because that's what this is, once it's all together. And this goes in the center of our spine. Now you'll have a little bit of a cushion, you know, of space, about, what is that, 1/16 on each end. And you want to put it in the center of the spine. Now, some people take and glue the spine into the cover. I do not do that, because if you only add adhesive to the two hinges and add it in there, then you have more flexibility and the pages don't get so stiff, and it opens and you can look at it better. Before we add our book block, though, I wanted to mention that if you wanted to attach twine to the spine area, you can do that now. If you want to take a 1/16 inch punch and punch a hole at the top, now would be the time to do that as well. That's what I did with the Cowgirl Way. I punched a hole at the top and I added my twine through that hole. Now I decided for this one that I just wanted to look like a little book, a little Christmas book. So I'm not going to make this into a hanging charm, but that's what I'm doing. But I wanted to make sure I mentioned to you, if you are going to make a hanging charm for your tree or for a gift, you need to do that now before you add the book block. Of course, the way that I do this, adding glue to the hinges and not gluing the spine, you could always go back and feed your twine through that hole, but it'll be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so what we're going to do is add our adhesive to our two hinges on the outside, or the back side, I should say. And we're going to put that in the middle, like I mentioned, of the spine. Now this is going to be difficult for me to show you, but I'm just kind of eyeballing it there, looking at the top and bottom to make sure they look about right. It's kind of hard to show you this. And then go ahead and burnish down your hinge on both sides. Once our hinges are burnished, the next thing you would do is take your little flaps and fold this down and glue this together and glue this side together. Now, if you look, you can still see a little bit of the hinge on each side. Or at least that's the way mine looks. Yours might look different. So I was thinking of ways to combat that. Well, you could take ribbon and glue down some ribbon and then glue down your little flap. Now here you're only going to see a little bit of it, but if I put it in the back, for some reason I see more. I must have cut more off this side of the page. So that's what I'm saying, yours might look different. But I also thought, if I don't want to do ribbon, washi tape. Hello, you know how much of this stuff we have? And this is a perfect blue to go with it. So in either case, I'm doing it, even if it shows just a little hint of it, because I think it'll be cute. So I'm just going to add some adhesive here. So, you know, check your stash. You might have the perfect washi tape to go along with this project. So what I'm doing is I brought it right up to where this folds, right up there. I'm just going to trim this off. And now we can add adhesive to our inside cover and fold that over and down. And then just give that a burnish. I love that little sparkle of color. Now my backside's going to have more because I think I cut it. You know, I did it by hand, so I'm sure it wasn't cut straight. And I'm going to add some washi back here as well. So just going to add, oops, got a little carried away there. Again, I'm just taking it right up to where my score line is. These are just so cute. Okay. Now we add our adhesive to this side. This is the back inside cover. We fold this over and burnish. And as you can see, I have more showing on the back side because I went a little cut crazy. but I like it. It's so cute. And that'll dry. Oh, and look how cute that sparkle is. Oh my gosh, you guys got to do this. It's just so cute. Okay. I need to put this back in there. And there we have it. Okay, now that my little mini book is all together, I thought about adding some more sparkles to it. I have the Spectrum Noir Sparkle. It's glitter ink. I've had this forever. I absolutely love it. I have it in other colors, but I've never used the other colors. But I thought it would be fun to just kind of add some little additional sparkles to it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. I can't tell if you can see it. But this is just something else that you can do. There's Wink of Stella that you could put on. Maybe there you can see it a little more. I don't know. I can't tell, my camera isn't catching up with what I'm doing yet. Oh man, that looks so sparkly. I love it. I think I am going to go through this and just add a little sparkle. There, can you see that? Seriously, I wish my camera would catch up. I'm just being random about how I'm putting it down. And shouldn't believe sparkle. Yes, I do believe it should. Okay, so here we are. We have it all finished. I'm ready to give you a final walkthrough of my little Blue Christmas mini book. And I hope that you do share photos of your creation. I would love to see it. Just tag me at Jacqs. And you can even put it on my Facebook group. I have that, and I'll link it down below as well. Okay, anyways, here it is, this cutie patootie that measures 1 1/4 by 1 5/8, and it has about a 3/8 inch spine. And remember that the pages are shorter than the cover. So here we go. I love adding the sparkle to this album. It makes it so much fun. You do get it on your hands, however. Oops. Okay, anyways, this is so adorable. Let's go inside. On my front inside cover, I added one of the pockets here. And for the tags, I went back through and I found the flattest enamel dots that I had in my stash, and I added that to the tags, and it's perfect. I was going to add some twine, but I didn't want all these little twines sticking out. I didn't want to see that. So I decided that these adorable little enamel dots were perfect. They're nice and flat. And on this page, we have our little mailbox with our Nutcracker, who is guarding the town. I love that. Santa by the tree. Look how sparkly that is. Oh my gosh, so cute. Hope you can see that. And on the next page, yeah, here is our little note. We can write to Santa, tuck it underneath the globe there. Our little believe, I put that shimmery on there. I love the little deer prancing in the snow. And here we are. We have our little belly band, and here again, added the little glitter enamel dot to the tag. And on this page, I did go ahead and add one of the pockets, and then we have our little tag. That one went really well here since our little light post had a red ribbon. And Santa, he is ready to party. And our ice skaters. I did add glitter on all the pages, so I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but it's super cute. And here is our last page. I just added the glitter there to the dome, and I added the reef right here on top of the pocket, and it looks so cute. I love it. And then the little enamel dot on my tag. And of course, I put the reindeer on the back. Okay, well, that's it. That's our cute little Blue Christmas mini book. I hope you enjoy this and have a wonderful holiday season. Whether you are celebrating or not, I send out greetings to you, and I can't wait to come back and craft with you again. Bye, everyone.